Hey everyone, Creature Hunt Guy here again, coming at you with another Transformer review. And today I'm coming at you with another special guy that I really like. This, boys and girls and others, is Hubcap, Hunt for the Decepticons. Hubcap, for those that are of the uninformed, is an old character from G1 that didn't look anything like this, and is probably nothing like this at all. So, it doesn't really matter, but who cares? I really gotta say, I love this little guy. I mean, he's so nice and red and shiny, and it's a nice break from all the gritty, dark, gangly look of the movie line. I really gotta say, I'm surprised at these scouts that have been coming out. I mean, they're just also very well done. I mean, it's like the same sort of good reaction that the Minibots got back in the 80s. I mean, I really think that they're really hitting the spot with these guys. And for a mere $6 or so, it's not too bad at all. Not too bad a deal at all. But let's take a closer look, shall we, and see why exactly Hubcap is, in my opinion, one of the best scouts I've ever seen. No joke. So, taking a look at him here, you got the lots of really good range of motion in these. You got these nice bar looking hand sort of things, and they can just spindle around like that, and it's really neat. And you got these hands here, these big clunky feet, which aren't actually too clunky. They look pretty nice, but he kind of disappears in his alt mode when you turn him around. And I guess you could argue that these side panels here are kibble, but I just like to call them nice arm blades that could slice anyone's head off at any given moment. So as you can see, there's the main color scheme of this guy is this really bright and appealing, attractive fire engine red with a little bit of black on the black back here, and just pooey gray doesn't get in the way too much, and it's actually not too bad at all. Another interesting fact is that this guy's got actually singularly articulated feet, which means that they are not connected to the outside panels. They are actually able to move on their own like this, which is really interesting. Another interesting thing is that he's actually sporting this sort of G1 look. I mean, he's got the front of the car that comes down and makes part of his chest, and just the overall layout of this guy really reminds me of a G1 character. I'm also surprised at the range of articulation this guy can get. I mean, if he didn't come with any weapons, but if he did, he'd be totally ready to go. And that little head in there looks slightly reminiscent of Bumblebee, but not quite as gay. Alt mode. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Just look at this thing! It's so wonderful! I mean, can you honestly tell me you've ever seen a better looking car than this? It's a bright red 1940s looking car with pipes. Oh my gosh. Just look at this little cute thing. I mean, it's nice, so small and round and red and cute. I could just eat it all up. And to top it off, he's a nice little Autobot that sticks up for his buddies, if you'll read his bio. And it just rolls perfectly. So beautiful. And it's a 1940s car, for crying out loud. When was the last time you saw a Transformer that was a 1940s era car? And it's like a part of this reoccurring theme in the Movieverse figures that are like they're from a long time ago, where you got Highbrow, who's a weird World War II test plane, and you got Ransack, who's that double wing biplane thing, and then you got this guy who's a 1940s karate car. I mean, how cool is that? I mean, it just looks so wonderful. I just love this little guy. I mean, you get a nice robot mode, and then you get a nice alt mode. And to top it all off, he's bright red, and it rolls perfectly. I mean, I cannot think of anything better than that. This guy is the tops. That's why I'm going to be giving this guy the very prestigious award of a sweet ride. So of all the Hunt for the Decepticon guys that are out there currently right now, I would say, and I know I said this about Pterrodive, but I gotta say that Hubcap is even cooler than Pterrodive, which is saying a lot. But that's what earned him the Sweet Ride Award. So I would say definitely, if you're not so into the Movieverse guys, I wouldn't blame you if you weren't. And if you aren't, then you definitely still like this guy, because he's just got a G1 feel to him, and he goes perfectly with the classic guys as well. So I'd say, if you like the movie guys, you'll love this guy. He's a nice change from all the dark, gritty, realistic-looking robots. And if you're a G1 guy, then you'd love this guy too, because it's a character from G1, and it looks like a G1 character. And it just does. And besides, it's a hot rod from the 1940s, and it's bright red. What else do you need to know? Really. I'm Creature Hunt Guy, this is Hubcap, and I'll see you later.